Yeah, if you ever get a chance, pick up a bottle of it, but the bottle's kind of small. Ooh, they got a bunch of super cocks.
Yeah. Alright, well you probably just want to, do what you did last time, right? Where you sort of play north and just I'll spot south.
User joined your channel.
So guys, we're gonna play in the B line. And we're gonna have a super conch up here. Is that right, Infinity?
We don't have a super conch.
Oh, the fuck! Who that? No, okay. One chieftain, or no, actually E3. One E3 there. One E3 stay back in here. And the rest we're gonna play up here. EBR, get the lights down in here first.
Do you want the 277 to go to that one spot we went last time? Like E4?
Yep, sounds good.
Where do you want the 268 to go?
268, come on with us. You get up here. I'm spotted already.
So do you want the tanks to stop here or continue through?
We are going to push through. We're going to go push through to this.
Okay, I just took a hit from up at the sniper's perch.
So now that you've seen them all on that corner, you should probably not push around.
Yeah, hang back, guys.
Ooh. Okay, they're pushing south.
Let me know when you want to
Yeah, you guys can farm that. Farm.
Artie, strike on the heavies, please.
You remember what you guys did last time? If you pull back up on the north here and play back, it makes it really hard for them to push in.
Yeah.
E3, this E3 here, if you come over here, you can shoot this as well. Yeah, I'll come for that EBR.
Also, go back, turn behind you. Help the EBR.
I should have him.
Good job.
There's mediums coming up behind you guys. You should probably just push down into it. If you guys can hold them off, I might be able to cap.
Fall back, Chris. Oh.
I tried holding them off as long as I could.
Yeah, you guys did good.
I mean, I got 4,000 damage, so...
So the only suggestion I would make there, Chris, is when you drop the arty, you should have put it in the front of them, not in the back of them.
All right, I'll do that for the next battle.
Because at least it slows their advance so we can farm them. a
Pull
little
back,
bit more.
fossil.
Yep, I'll take your advice.
Pull back, fossil. Reverse, fossil.
E3, if you can, try and
It's
get...
not going to help me much.
E3, if you can, try and shoot the guys on the base for base resets. Don't shoot the IS-7.
The T-62.
Yeah, I was low health, so
Yeah, nice try, guys.
Yeah, Infinity, you're good. We're just gonna cap out there 3.
Yeah, I probably should have gone for this a lot sooner.
So I think I made a bad move going pushing out to that C2 area.
Well,
C3.
that wasn't that bad, honestly. I think we just got to get a little bit better at holding the push on the A line there. There's some better positions if you guys get used to it.
And we need a shit ton of super pumpers.
Yeah, so ideally you would have the guys with gun depression, the chieftains, play at the back because they can aim over. And the IS-7s and stuff without gun depression, they need to be playing forward, both on the left and there's a spot on the right up behind the bunker that's no one was playing in, which would have really helped as well for the crossfire.
Yeah.
what do we want for tanks here?
What do you guys think? We should take that hill in the middle. If we do, we're gonna need like 4 CS-63s.
We got 2 minutes to get the tanks.
And one guy, if anybody's got a TVP, there's a hole here you can shoot if guys come up into the middle there.
Correct. Okay.
Hey, Rico, do you want me sitting in my 268 up here in the A4?
No, can you get into a heavy, Chris? Or
No,
you have
This is
Yeah.
the only tier 10. I
okay,
have.
okay.
What do you want me to-
268, you sit up here.
10-4.
Fossil, take your E3. You play back at base as well.
Roger.
Or no, actually, you're gonna play up here.
Okay. Oh, were you tagging on the plateau there?
Yeah. No, not on the plateau, in D7.
All right.
You know, and just
Yeah.
make sure that if they push 8-9 line.
Definitely know if you want them to have the chieftain or the 279E.
Chieftain. Oh, 279E. Oh, yeah, that's fine.
So given I don't think we have enough like mediums to play mid because we have too many slow tanks like E3s.
Do you want me to switch my 121B?
Yeah, I can certainly bring a Barask or something. I think we could use 3 or 4 mediums to push
40
one line.
seconds.
If you just bring a lot of like fast heavies and stuff, you can push the 1-2 line and not take hill and have the rest just sit back, given the slow comp.
Oh, yeah. A little bit too late now.
One
Okay.
line push is a good strat on this map.
Wolf got it ready.
You think we can do the 1-2 line push with this lineup? Wolf,
Yeah.
ready up, please. Wolf.
Yeah, I
Thank
know.
you.
I'm switching my thing.
Okay, no, sorry. I thought, we've had it done before when guys step away. Okay.
I had my ass kicked on a one line push several times.
So Infinity, you think we can still do it with 1-2 line push with this lineup?
Well, their lineup is saying they're gonna push hill, so I think that's what they're gonna do. And you can just send all of the fast heavies to take this. You have like the 279 playing this dip, with some of the chunky boys sitting under here and back here, and the TDs some back there, and that's sort of how you set up.
Okay, if you're heavy, sit here. If you're fast, come down here.
Yeah, you also need like the
MBW,
E3s.
pump down.
The E3s need to sit like on this corner with the 268 back and the 279 there.
Both E3s?
Honestly, the E3's back here. It's fine. That's fine. As long as you have like some heavies on this corner and some heavies
They're
close
rolling the
underneath
hills.
here, it's fine.
The Alamander's left and you're supposed to go see no.
You do need someone to stay on this corner though.
I'm spotted.
And then these heavies just need to come in now. Because they're over pushing.
I didn't even make it to cover. Hesitated.
Blackjack, go to cap.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's cap it out.
And the TDs need a farm.
Go cap, I'll try to hold them back. Have we dropped already yet?
Three chieftains come over here.
Actually, the rotations are a little slow, but we can still cap them here, actually.
Yep, 2 on cap, please. Chieftains, I need chieftains over here.
Coming. CS coming back to cap.
Okay,
Shit, they came back the wrong way.
Yeah, so I guess I'm trying to get you to do things that you're not familiar with, and that is not really being explained properly because I don't want to like take over the call, I guess, but basically this what they did here is the correct response because you had all your tanks under here. What you generally want is only like 1 or 2 tanks, and you want them in this gap here, right? Because when they push around in here and take this is very easy. This gap here is very easy to kill, but this gap here is a little bit further back, meaning they have to push all the way around to kill it, right? They can't just sit here and kill it. And if you only have 1 or 2 tanks there, it's like a big commitment for them to take all that damage just to kill 2 tanks, and then you have all of the rest sitting back, bleeding, shooting them, and once if they either bleed a lot killing the 2 tanks and then pull back, or they have to keep pushing into all of this, because you have all of the rest of your tanks sitting further back, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so just having like a better crossfire and better split set up there would really negate the effectiveness of what they just did. And then also, of course...
Can someone explain to me what the chieftain's gun depression is?
10 degrees, right?
Yep. 10 degrees.
That's why he got me before I got him.
At least we got our 5.
Yeah, hey, good job, 60.
And then, of course, the 1-2 push, when you see they're over pushing like that, they need to just come straight in from the side and come up behind them.
I guess I should pull it.
So what do you want to do on this map? There's a lot of options here.
You know what? We had a lot of success by doing a 0-line push with speedy IS-7s, taking the hill at E0.
Yeah, that can be good. You need a lot of fast tanks though, which means no like E3s and stuff like that.
If everybody can get an IS-7, as many IS-7s as we can.
Or what about an object 277 or those region for the 7s?
Yeah, it's fast.
You want a CS-63 or something to get up to the top of the hill and kind of hold them for a second?
Yeah, 163 would be fine.
IS-7 or Object 277, sir?
IS-7.
I don't have one. Is a 277 okay?
Yeah, actually...
The IS-7, the 277 is a bit faster than the IS-7, so you'd probably want that.
IS-7 with the turbos.
Yeah, we got turbos on ours.
Okay.
We're actually running... Actually, mine is running at...
Hey, Rico, can you slow down that Twubble guy.
It just takes them a lot longer to get up to speed, but once they get to rolling, they're pretty
Twubble is a girl.
User was moved to your channel.
Welcome, Tubler. Tubble.
Twubble. Twubble is a
Twubble.
girl.
Okay.
Thanks.
Twubble.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
You'll probably also want Wine Guy to not be in an E3.
Oh, I
What?
thought you wanted me in the IS-7. Oh,
Yeah, but you ready it up on E3.
what a dumbass.
You didn't hit select. I did that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So if you're in the IS7 or 277, even 279E coming up to A0, and then
No light tanks?
oh, we didn't get a light. Oh,
Well.
Yep, no light.
Yeah.
all right.
They're going to run the hill too.
Yeah, we're gonna meet him on the hill.
Sorry.
Do the run on the top at the E0 first, but then come back down and play in this area because we got no lights down here. So protect the yardie.
All right, and then what about 268?
268, you're gonna play in F0.
I've already been spotted.
Yeah.
F7 if you've been spotted.
We are up.
User joined your channel.
So now that they've seen that we're all going hill, my guess would be that they're probably not going to try and contest it. But we'll have to wait and see.
If they're smart, they're pushing our cap. We'll never
Yeah.
get back in time.
The IS7s are quick
They're
to
not,
get down.
they're not smart though, so.
I mean, there's only.
I mean, they
four
probably have
spots.
some. They probably have some tanks taking the cap.
You want some of us to hang back?
No, I mean, keep going.
I got sights on the cap, so yeah, just let me know when you want me to drop artillery.
Get up here and get them stopped first, and then.
Yeah, you got to get them stopped first, guys.
Drive right through it. Drive through it.
They just dropped there already.
Oh, that was premature.
What the hell? I got a scout behind me.
Yeah. This is the disadvantage of not having any light tanks.
On cap. Somebody go back.
2 IS7s in the back. Go to cap.
They've got 2 on, 40 seconds.
They moved off.
Good.
Jesus, I have not penetrated.
Can someone get this 907 that's attacking me?
We're busy.
idiot for driving in front of my cannon.
There you go. I keep on shooting the dirt.
Unlucky.
I think we best look for kills right now, then, eh?
Damn, man, you pulled right in front of me. Sorry about that.
163. 183, I mean.
Yeah. The thing with IS-7s, they're really fast downhill, but they're really shit going uphill because they have bad engine power.
I couldn't penetrate. I got 92 penetration on one of those chieftains.
92. Were you shooting AG?
I had to. That's the only way I could penetrate him. Gold wasn't doing it.
Hit them anywhere except the turret. You can pin them anywhere except the turret.
Holy hell, Fossil.
Take them all with you, Fossil.
They were all trying to jump on me, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I want to help, but it's hard.
Did I just watch a tank get gangbanged?
Pretty
Careful,
much.
there's a lady in our chat.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Oh, so you're into that kind of thing. Wow.
I wouldn't say that, but I've been even online for many years. Kind of desensitized to all of that.
That's what happens when you play with a boy.
What did we do last time on this? We I think we sent the chieftains down low, didn't we not?
I think it hasn't loaded yet.
Or I think we played defensive, I think.
Would you like another E?
Yeah,
Um,
just say the tanks. You
Rico,
want.
what tanks do you want us to have? We need EBRs.
Yeah, exactly. We need 2 EBRs or 1 at least.
We have 1 Manticore.
That's fine.
Yep.
We need a leopard. If anybody's got a leopard.
Do you want another E3? You got 1.
Are you camping or going for like an active play?
Yeah, I think we know they're going to push us, right?
Probably, yeah.
So we're best to defend the push. Super conks and chieftains and a couple of heavy TDs.
Okay, I'll bring my E3.
Yeah, that's good.
And you already got me in the 268.
Yep. Chucky, for can you change super conk, please? We don't have enough time to get off more than 3 shots on the Artie.
If that many.
How about an IS-7 instead?
Yeah, that works. I think you're better in your super conk, though.
I don't know.
Whatever. Ready up, Chucky.
Conk, bless his heart, does have it 7.5 second reload.
You can get it lower than that.
So we're gonna play defensive on the plateau up here. EBR or Manicore in the middle somewhere, or even on the top. Just play defensive, guys. We know they're gonna push from either side.
It's really good if you can send an IS-7 into this little gap here.
Oh.
IS-7, 1 IS-7 here and D4, D3.
Oh, like on the low side, there's like a little gap in those rocks. It's hard for them to dig in out.
Where do you want the 268?
In a bush in the back somewhere.
I screwed up. Didn't get into
Wine
my
guy,
E3.
you're probably just gonna get spotted and die there. You'll have to play further back.
Oh, to the back. I'm sorry. You got it.
Yeah, they can spot you from the hill if you get too close.
Halo.
Rico, I got lit.
Halo, did you get shot from back here?
I'm right behind you.
You got shot from over there. Okay. Well, when you think you're unlit, the EBRs are in the middle. Never mind.
EBR's up here somewhere.
There's
Oh,
the
there
EBR.
he is.
EBR. Shoot it! Shoot it! Shoot it!
It's behind a rock. Got him.
Nice. One more.
Reloading. Nice.
We're on the hill.
That's 1 out of 2.
Looks like heavies are pushing north.
Unfortunate the IS-7 wasn't quick enough.
Yeah, I'm pinned down all sides.
Yeah. Well, if you made it to there, it would have been really safe, but unlucky.
Oh, where are they shooting from?
No eyes out front, and they're
I
just
just
picking us
pinged
EBR on the
apart.
open. EBR on the open.
Object 277 E1.
Okay, I got shot from here.
EBR in the middle.
Oh, got a convoy in the gully.
IS-7, you might be able to poke out and get shots on the T-62. Wait, yeah. Yes, and you.
Got that already strike on those heavies.
Not a good spot.
Oh, slowed them up a bit.
User left your channel.
Unfortunately, you guys got matched up against a hard team. So.
Hey, wake up.
Usually the way we get them.
I was
User
unfortunately
left your
faced
channel.
off against the 279E. I got 1 pin.
I hit him with heat for 47.
I mean, were you shooting gold MBW?
Oh, yes.
Do you know where to pen the 279E?
I mean, there's that little spot right in front. I mean, but you know.
But to the right, though, also, because the vents, they're on the grill. And
Okay.
then there's also a spot underneath the gun. I think I penned them like 3 times.
Well, thanks guys for coming in, Legionnaires. Infinity as always.
Yeah. I don't know. Sorry.
So that's it for tonight?
Sorry I couldn't be of
Yeah.
more help.
Oh, that's all right, man.
It's not
You
your
know,
fault,
You
Infinity.
trying
You
to
just
you
gotta
trying
get
to do
better.
something new there, but better just yell at us and tell us.
Yeah,
No.
I think next time I'll if it's okay, next time I'll just yell at you.
That's better.
That's perfect.
All right,
Okay.
guys,
Disconnected
enjoyed it.
from your channel.
Yep. Thanks for letting me play.
Yeah, thanks, Taylor.
Thanks for
Have a good
coming
night.
on.
Good
You
night.
too.
User
for
disconnected
coming in,
from your
guys.
channel.
Yeah, Rico, with that last one, it's a lot. So, you know how sort of all of your superconks were playing down, sort of far up. I don't know how to describe it. There's like a hill at the back where the cap is, and then there's sort of your tanks can go up to the north behind the rocks and over on the south, on the low side where the rocks are.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
User disconnected from
So
your
generally,
channel.
when you're camping on this map, it's a lot better to have,
User left your channel.
rather than having like 4 tanks playing up on the rocks above and below, you just have like 1 or 2 there to spot, and then all of the rest of your tanks are just sitting up where the cap circle is, ready to just shoot something as soon as it gets spotted.
Yeah.
Because then they can just push up like they did with heavies and sort of pick those guys. But if you have them all at the back, shooting them as they come up, they bleed a lot more for that if you play in the right spots.
Oh, we've done it a few times, and we've done exactly what you described. I'm not sure what I didn't see too much of that last battle where everybody was, but usually the guys stay up on the cap on the top, the most top part of the hill.
Yeah.
We did sometimes use a strat where it was like 12 super conks and 3 mosses, and the mosses were down on the step down behind a rock, and we're using them to spot.
That's on the other cap, though.
That's on the other side, yeah.
If it's all right with you, actually, I'd just like to quickly invite you to a strat sketch.
Sure.
Can I join?
Yeah, the link will be in chat.
Well, I'm going to call it a night, guys. Good night.
Okay, good night.
User disconnected from your channel.
So is it like in a team training room in World of Tanks?
No, it's a
Oh,
strat
I don't
sketch.
have permission to send messages in the channel.
Oh, hold on a minute.
Anybody
Just make him a member. I think
Server
that'd be
group
fine.
assigned.
You're done.
Anybody want to tune out? Did someone want to say what they wanted to tune?
Yeah, Cap asked if anybody wanted to tune outs.
Sure, I can. I got like maybe an hour or an hour and a half.
Just make sure you guys drop into one of the tunes downstairs.
Yeah, I just threw a whole invite out for anybody who wants to. I'll jump into a green.
User left your channel.
Okay, guys, I enjoyed it. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, good night, good.
User disconnected from your channel.
So, something like this, it's really important that you have these like forward tanks, because what happens if you don't have them there and like a light tank
User
here?
left your
If you
channel.
just have all your tanks sort of up here, they have their light tanks, come in the middle, just spot your guys for free. They shoot you from the hill and you can't see anything. They shoot you from up here. So having these guys in these forward positions that are really hard to take out, like the IS-7 here, I don't know if you can see when I zoom in.
Yeah.
Like this little pocket in here, they can't shoot that from the hill. They literally have to like come into here to kill him, and you have all your guys back here covering. Like that IS-7 stayed alive until after, you know, all of these guys were dead and they pushed up here. The IS-7 was still alive here, even though he was a one-shot kill and got bled at the start of the game. And so the reason this position is so good as well is because this Manticore here will not only spot light tanks coming up the middle, but he also spots the hill from here, provided he, because the Manticore has insane view range, and if you have the commander vision system that cuts through the bushes, it spots stuff on the hill, which means your guys over here in this IS-7 can poke around the rocks and shoot that hill to push them down and bleed that. And similar with this guy here, they can just sort of come over here, come push under here. Having a guy in here that they have to actually pick when they want to push means that these guys get a lot more bleed. It's like on Cliff, where you have the two guys on the inside as sort of the sacrifice if they push, with the rest sitting back. Just having these guys here, and this guy here as well, the only way they can pick this guy is if they like push past, because they can't really shoot him from up here. The layout of the rock is weird. There's like a little like thing in here that he can hide in. They can't shoot him from up here. They have to come and take this to shoot back at him. And just having that position makes it a lot more difficult for them to take that map control. And then you have the rest of the guys sitting back here. And eventually they might pick this, but the hope is that not that you keep these guys alive, but that you bleed their team as they push. It's really important that you get as much damage on their guys as they push in, so that by the time these guys are dead, they don't have enough health left to actually push in and kill your guys that are left. Because these guys are sitting back here, hold down, hold down, hold down, hold down, and they just don't have enough health to bring it home in the end. That's the idea.
That makes a lot of sense. It's when you explain it like that and show me the tanks like that, that really helps a lot.
Yeah, I see two fails that we do right out the bat. One is our lead tanks are too aggressive and they get chewed up trying to trade. And two, surprisingly, that Manti, we usually put it at G4 behind the rock.
Yeah, so the problem with this is, okay, I guess this position is fine, but this position is good because nobody ever expects it, and it's a bit higher here than down here, and so you actually spot the hill better.
I find our tactic doesn't work because EBR is coming through D3, right. Find it right away.
Yeah, that's why you don't want to put the Manticore in here, because the EBRs just send it, and then he dies, and then you lost your light tank. But as we saw at the start, me sitting up here, the EBR came in, and then got spotted, and died. So
yeah, you killed him.
Yeah. I mean, I was even able to shoot him from here and didn't get spotted, so. Yeah, generally, like, this tank here, you want it to be a mouse, probably.
And don't
something
trade.
Really chunky.
Yeah, I made the mistake. I played that rock in G1 a little bit on the top of G1, and they shot me from the one line on in the C1.
Yeah, right. So you don't ever want to play like around here. You want to play back here, but you can only ever have like one or two, maybe three guys here, because if they get lit, they get shot in the back from the hill. So there's like not much room here. Yeah, generally you just like want to have all your guys like initially on like these bits looking for shots as they come in, and then as these guys die and they push in closer, then these guys can sort of go back to more like defensive positions like this, behind these rocks.
Yeah, that's cool. Can we save this?
Yeah, you have the link. It's not going anywhere. I'll make it, I can change it so that anyone can edit. There we go. Yeah, you just have like a chunky guy here. And so again, with this guy, this guy is like the next line of defense of this guy, if you know what I mean. So like as they push up here, you don't have all your guys in here getting bled. you have one guy that's like the bait, and if they want to push up past this and kill this, all of your guys here are bleeding them, and he is just gonna die, but that's fine because you have 4 guys here shooting them as they do that. You know, maybe even more with these guys like over here. Sorry, yeah, these guys up here should be noted. It's really important to have like depends on what side they're pushing from, right? Like if they're pushing from this side, then you have all of your guys up here rotate to get shots on that, right? This has shots on this. There's a hole down here behind the rock. This has shots. This is hole down and has shots. And if they're pushing from the north, you do just the opposite. You have like these guys play. There's hole downs over on this side here. It's really important. And this position probably a bit exposed. You'd have something like this. So it's like they can't poke up here without bleeding to this. They can't poke in here, bleeding to this and this. They all just kind of defend each other, provided they play behind the rocks correctly. Yeah, it's like, do you remember like a couple days ago, I did a call on Malinovka, that game where the same map where we just used all the I7s to push hill.
Yeah.
And I sent the CS across the river, and I had all of like our heavies sit at the back, and they killed the CS. But that was fine because we had like 6 guys shooting them the whole time, and they lost like 5,000 health for doing that.
Yeah. Gotta sacrifice some tanks sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, if you try and like camp without having forward tanks that they need to kill as they push, then the camp doesn't really work.
Infinity, I tell you what, you're one hell of a guy to share this stuff. Thank you very much.
I just want to hear. Okay, I want you in your words to explain me the IS-7.
What about it?
Just tell me why he's there, why you picked an IS-7, what's his main goal,
right.
is he aggressive,
Okay.
passive?
So the IS-7 is good because A, it's quick enough to get there at the start of the game. I know it didn't really happen this game, but that's kind of a unique circumstance, to be honest. Usually the IS-7 is quick enough to just get here. So if you did something like a mouse, it'd be way too slow. Something like a 907, you know, medium tank can work there as well. But you want something that's like kind of armored because it also needs to be able to survive, right? Like if you put a leopard there, every time he pokes or anything, he's just going to get shot. Because ideally you want him to be able to poke around and get shots on the hill. And the i7 just tends to be really good at that. It's very well armored, so it has a lot of health, it survives there, and it's fast enough to get there. That's the whole point. Like, medium works there as well, but it doesn't have as much health, so it might not survive as long. So you want something that's quick enough to get there and long enough to survive there effectively. Same with this sort of tank. Like, that would be good as an IS-7 as well. With the turret armor and the forward-facing armor, just being able to eat all shots from here. And the mouse, this one is a mouse rather than a fast tank because you don't need the speed to get here. You can just trundle down here and take your time. And once you're there, it's just about really how many hit points you have to survive as long as you can while these guys push in so that you can bleed them.
So scenario, I don't think I've never seen it happen, but let's say 3 mediums run through and try and take out the IS-7.
Right. So
who's gonna help him?
Okay, so you have, remember, these guys are playing up at the start. They only go back to like this corner if, you know, the forward guys have died. So at this point, you should have like all of these guys up here. And I know your players, unfortunately, tend to have they have a tendency to just sort of stay where they are and not move much when things are spotted. But ideally, you would have, if this is spotted, the Manticore would spot that early. And all of these guys here have shots. These guys here just have to move like a couple meters. And you have like 7 tanks shooting that. And maybe they pick the IS-7, and that's fine. But you should get like thousands and thousands of damage on them as they do that. and it's a positive trade.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I just didn't think that the guys in J2 had a sight on that.
I already know the answer, but is it possible to use a bat chat Artie?
I wouldn't use an Artie if you're camping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when you're camping, you're just trying to, like, the
Hold the
Artie. The
health.
Artie is good for breaking camps, right? When they're camping, they're sitting back, and you want to like bleed them out. When you're camping, they're just kind of outspotting you and trying to push in, and you just need the hit points to like hold the position as long as you can. Really, this guy as well. So like, yeah, it's kind of hard. You need to like, it would be better in a sort of clan war situation where you can explain all this beforehand. Because, for example, if something was pushing through here, like a normal thing to do, or like a good thing to do, would this guy would come up, play, like rather than sitting on the south side of this rock, he would come up here and start looking for shots on this. But that might not happen with your players unless you specifically tell them to do that. So like, unfortunately, that's why when I tried to do the camp on this side, it's sort of a similar thing where I put some tanks in positions, and I was kind of expecting that things that got spotted would bleed a lot more, but it just kind of is hard because you can't direct every person what to do. It's just too much. But yeah, ideally you would have like all of these players sort of know that they need to move and look for shots when the stuff is spotted. And similar from this side, right? Like if you have all of these guys playing over here like this, you know, ready to shoot this push, and they start pushing here, all of these guys don't need to be here anymore. They should immediately come over and start shooting this, but they might not do that unless you tell them to.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thank you for the help.
Yeah.
Next map.
Next map, yeah. Let's go
Alright.
through one.
Well, I can do another one. What map?
Himmelsdorf.
Oh,
No, not
Himmels is-
Himmelsdorf. That's a
That's
wait.
a hard one.
We always play it. We
I know,
always.
that's kind of like just send it.
Uh,
I'm talking about like a hard map.
I like this call the other night with the 3 E3s. Down
What is it? Mines. We play Mines a lot. We played it tonight, I think.
Yeah, so Mines is going to be hard when you can't get the right comp, because from the north side has an advantage taking the hill because their spawn is just closer. But if you can't get like CSs and 140s and fast tanks, it's just not going to happen. So like this is what I would ideally want for a mine strat from the north. It'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 CSs. I should clarify that the first CS, whoever the first one is, always turns and tries to block their mediums coming up. It's really important. He just like literally sits side on, and all of your guys that are coming here, like the blocking damage that you get from preventing their mediums going up, having to go around you, all the extra damage that these guys get shooting them is well worth the 1 tank sacrifice, if they're trying to take hill as well. You'd have some 140s or 907s follow up behind. Take the hill like that. The TVP that you mentioned is a good idea. Having one out
So
here.
just for clarity, that CS is coming in basically front of that tank is hitting that wall and dying perpendicular to the wall.
That can work. Sometimes you can also just literally drive head on into their mediums. But yeah, if you can sort of sit side on here, that's generally the idea. It doesn't really need to be like right against the wall because not everyone's like following up against the wall, right? Just like in the sort of middle of everything where it makes an absolute bitch for them to get up, right? Just really discombobulates them, you know?
You know, it's funny, Rico, like this is the way, like, it doesn't matter if you have 0 damage or 5,000 damage as long as you win the match in advances or clan wars, right?
Exactly.
I think some of us
Need to
don't
die.
like not having damage, you know?
Yeah. No, some of us need to die. That's for sure.
But that's great. Just fucking giving 3 more seconds of them having to go around a CS, they're gonna get farmed like fuckers.
Well, like Infinity said, if you it's a trade-off at hit points. Each team has so many hit points. So if you can trade, I don't know, 1,000 hit points for 3,000 hit points, you're 2 up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the important thing as well that you might have to tell your guys is that the CSs need to go out of speed mode right here and stay on this corner. Because some players will have the tendency to like go on the hill and then like want to come over here and stuff. Don't do that. Pointless. They need to stay on this corner and then start shooting the middle. Like you're just taking hill so that you have this position to crossfire the middle. That's the whole point. You're not on the hill to like come and take these positions and shoot out from the hill. And then you have all like ideally you would have chieftains, but you're not going to have that. You're going to have like IS7s and stuff.
We have 5 chieftains.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
6
So
chieftains.
whoever the chieftains are would play this hull down. Anyone who's not a chieftain would like play on the rock and back here. And yeah, you're just trying to like really focus out the stuff in here. And then if they're taking hill as well, obviously you just try and focus as much as you can on the hill, on killing it. And then one of 2 things happens. Either your hill is losing the fight, in which case all your tanks here need to group up and dump over and kill what's here. Because it's a battle between the middle and the hill. And either you send more tanks hill, and then they try and dump over the middle on you, and you need to bleed them from the hill, or they send more hill, and then you need to try and dump over the middle and kill it. I'll try and hold on. Let me just quickly try and find an example on my channel.
Ape, can you dump these in